Welcome back, everyone. Well, tonight we have a tire repair to do. If you're gonna help. So let's get to it. We ain't got all night. So this is what we're gonna do the tire repairs on. It's a John Deere Sabre riding mower. This tire does not like to hold air. Reason why? Check out this clip. You'll see it. Alright, so let's get busy here. First off, let's get this thing lifted up in the air. So, I've been busy, but I haven't had time to make the videos. I've been trying to hurry up and get stuff done, because, I also have a full-time job outside of here. So, I do apologize if you've been waiting and haven't seen any videos. Alright, so you can use a pick, screwdriver, needle nose pliers, something to pull this off. It has the little E-clip. So we are going to get that off, and we're going to try not to lose it. We didn't lose it. That's a good thing. There's a bearing. We'll clean that up and re-grease it. So, alright, this is off. As you can see, that tire's flat. Let's get it fixed. Alright, one of the tools that we're going to be using today is I bought this tire changer from Harbor Freight a few months ago, and I haven't used it yet. It's a Pittsburgh mini tire changer. So we're going to use it for the first time. I've already got the base mounted to my lift table that I also got from Harbor Freight. It's a 1,000-pound motorcycle lift table. I'll try to put the link for both the tire changer and this lift table in there. It has some pins here. We have the directions. Would you like to read them? No? Okay. We'll set them over there in case you change your mind. Some more tools here to figure out how they work. For starters, shut that down. These little spacers, they come in two. Depends on how much room you have here before you spin this on. I think, as you can see, that's not cool. So we're going to use one spacer. So, how do you think we're going to fix this tire? It does have a hole in it here, as you've seen in the other clip. So, obviously if I'm doing this, we're not going to use a plug. Plugs are okay, especially on lawnmower tires. I mean, not like it's a school bus. We're going to break the bead. And we broke the bead there. Let's put on here. So how many tires have you fixed? I've done a few, but I've never done it this way. I've always just used a hammer and broke the bead and did it the hard way. Or was it not the hard way? There we go. Alright. That's off of there. Put that off to the side. So you don't want to read the directions? I'm not. I'll figure it out. Alright, now for the next magic trick, we're going to get the tire off the rim. But to do that, we need some Fit and Active Mango Tropical flavored water beverage. Being mango, it's blue. Put a little soapy water on there. Alright, let's see if we can get this tire off. There we go. Forgot to soap up the other side. So let's see if that comes off easy. There we go. Alright, got that part done. I'll bring it back when I'm ready to start repair. We're going to see if we can get you to see what I'm going to do. I got a brass punch in here to spread the tire open some. I got that inside there, so I know exactly where the hole is. Next step is we're going to clean the inside of that rim. My old Makita. I'm surprised this thing still works. But then again, it's a Makita. I shouldn't be surprised. Had that thing for a long time. So we need to get this cleaned inside there so it's smooth, so we can put a patch in there. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see me doing that, so let me do this, and then I will show you what it looks like afterwards. Right down there is where the hole is, and I took and cleaned some of that up. Not as smooth as what it probably should be, but again, this is for a riding mower. It is not for a school bus where your children are. For this repair, we're going to use what's called a patch and plug. It's got a patch that will patch the inside, and the plug goes through the tire, and it puts a little bit of rubber so it's sticking out, and then we'll trim that off. So it both plugs the hole, patches the inside so air can't leak out. That's what we're going to go with today. So we're going to put some vulcanizing cement in around the area of the hole. So let's get that in there. We will put a good amount of that on there because we do want that to seal good. And then you just peel the paper off. And this does already have the stickiness to it, but I am not satisfied with that. So what we'll do, we're going to put a little bit more of the cement on there. And then we're going to stick this here, and we're going to find the hole, and we're going to shove it through there. Alright, now that that's in there, just grab something, grab a pair of pliers. Pull this up. That comes off, plug sticks out. And now we just need to find something with a rolling wheel. I changed my mind. Instead of just sitting around taking a nap, waiting, how about I clean this rim up some? Good enough for a lawnmower. But it's Joe's lawnmower, so we make sure we make good care of it. Joe, my friend Joe, just happens to be one of those people that when you do a job for him, you try to do the best you can. Alright. I'm just rolling this out some more. It's pretty tacky. Patch is no longer moving around on me. So we're just rolling it again to make sure that there's no air bubbles in there. We want to make sure that everything is sealed completely. Because when done properly, a patch will last the lifetime of the tire. Alright, let me bring you over there, show you what I got going on. Yeah, in there. I'm just going to peel the plastic off the patch. And of course you couldn't see that because my hand was in the way. Alright, a little bit more plastic there. There we go. Alright, what do you say we get this tire put back on? So we're just going to use this because when I soaked up the water from there, it was inside the tire from when I poured it on there. So we're going to do that. There's the knobby from the patch, whatever you want to call it. That's there. There we go. That's that. I don't want to pour too much water on there. And you're way over there. What are you doing over there? I don't really want to pour the water on because then that water gets in the tire, and water inside the tire is not a good thing. We're just going to use some soapy water and wipe it on there. And just like that. Just like downtown. So, again, it's just a lawnmower. I don't need to do this. But since I have some, got some bead sealer. Overkill for a lawnmower, but hey, at least I know this tire is not going to come back. If it does, it should not be because of my work. Heck, when you go buy a new vehicle or new tires, they always tell me you don't need bead sealer on new tires. I disagree. When I worked at a service station, I put new tires on my car, and I put bead sealer on. Parked my car for the winter, and when I took it out the following April, each one of my tires was only down about 3 psi each. Not bad considering I put it in storage in October. So, because of that, I'm a big fan of bead sealer. The less chances of it leaking, the happier people are. Now, if you get the tire shops to do that, they will tell you the bead sealer is expensive. We can't do it on all the tires. Well, I'm not using a lot. This can cost me $12.99. and businesses selling tires all day long said it's too expensive. Tell you what, add $1 to each one of my tires. Alright, I need to air up the air compressor so we can air that tire up, and then I'll come back. 14 psi is what it calls for. So air it up. Air it up. That's about 16. $10, $11, $12, $13, $14. Right on the nose. See it? Can you see it? No? Too blurry? Alright. So that's that. Get some of this bead sealer off of there. Pour a little water on. Give you a better look. That is sealed. I do not see any bubbles coming out that bead is leaking. That's why I like bead sealer. It takes care of problems. Water. What do you say we check this side? Little soapy water, or is it that mango tropical flavored water beverage? It's a special recipe. It's mango, but it's blue. Alright, again, there's little bubbles there, but that's in the soapy water. No leak around the bead. But Grandpa, that's not going to be fixed. What about where you put the patch and plug? Good question. Can you see? Right here? Okay. Little soapy water. And no bubbles. That puncture is sealed. That is good to go. It will never leak in that spot again unless somebody runs something else over. Cut the excess off so it's trimmed down. So what do you say if we're here? Dump some water all over the tire. See that? I plugged it here. There's another hole over there. I wish I would have known that. Before I put it all back together. So we are going to end up doing this again. That is going to be another one. So we'll shove that in there so we know where that hole is. So that's that. So let's do this all again. Let's have fun. Alright, you've already seen all this. Let me break it down. I'll bring it back. Now, there's 2 patches in this tire. Still waiting for that one to set up so I can roll it. A vehicle tire, I would never recommend 2 patches in the same tire. I mean, to that, you would pretty much just buy a new tire. But again, this is a lawnmower. So, we can do this. Not like it's going to go down the highway or any of that stuff. So I'm going to finish letting that set up, and then I'll roll it, and then I'll bring you back. Now that we have that second plug in there, I have the other side sealed. Let's get this side sealed. Get the valve stem put back in. Alright, we are going to soak this whole tire down one more time. Nothing. Looking good. Looking good. Just like a chocolate chip, homemade chocolate chip cookie. Looks good. Alright, meet me back at the machine and we'll get this put back on. Your turn. Let me do some work for a change. I'm going to sit here. And you're going to put this back together. I take that as a no again. Alright. Pop this on there. Throw the outer bearing. Throw these on there. Clip. Think I can do it by hand? Ah. How about we use some pliers and pop it on? I turned it away from you, didn't I? But Grandpa, we can't see. Alright, so that's on there. Not coming off. It's already been ripped, but it lasted last year, so let's see if it'll last again. Spin this out. I'll grab my grease gun, pump some grease in there. Even though it doesn't get to the bearings, John Deere put grease inserts there. I would like to meet the engineer to ask why. But alright. Wipe the excess grease off. Even though I've already greased this one the other day when I serviced this machine. Pump a little bit more in there because it's got some old grease coming out yet. And that's that. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. Take care.